Guys, I'm making this video because I've seen so much doom posting on the Twitter timeline. So many, and on YouTube too. I see so many people panicking. Bitcoin's down 20%. ETH is down 25%. Altcoins have gotten crushed. Yes, it is a scary time. Yes, you may have there's a chance that you have a large drawdown coming up here. I know a lot of people think that, oh, we're going to go make new lows. They're already calling for Bitcoin 10K again on the timeline, calling for Bitcoin at 20K. I honestly like that's fine. That might happen, but it's not the end of the world if it does. Guys, look, BlackRock, Bitcoin ETF. Like the big players in the space right now are preparing for the next bull market. They know speculation is going to ramp up. It's going to happen. We are 9 to 10 months away from this next Bitcoin halving. We are going, like, I've seen so many bozo takes on the timeline saying that we're not going to have a Bitcoin bull market, or that the halving's not going to affect Bitcoin's price this halving. It's just insane. It's just very obvious. These people have not been around in the space long enough to know that, like, we're seeing all of the same things, all of the same FUD, all the USDT FUD. Right, we're seeing it again. We've seen it for the last 5 to 10 years in this space of USDT FUD. We're seeing Binance FUD. We're seeing people say, Bitcoin, the Bitcoin halving doesn't guarantee the bull market, or it's already priced in. They always say that, guys. We look at the drawdown that we saw before the last halving. This was the 2020 halving. Cool. Yeah, that was the worst possible scenario. This was the absolute worst thing that could have happened to markets going into the halving. It was actually a phenomenal opportunity, but this is about as bad of a drawdown as you could ever expect right before the Bitcoin halving. That is as brutal as it gets, right? And then what still happened? What still happened after the halving? You still got a 6x. You could have just waited for the Bitcoin halving, bought Bitcoin, and 5 to 6x your money very, very easily. Okay, that is insane. This is absolute insanity when you have something that is this predictable. Yet people are just terrified that Bitcoin's going to go down to 18 to 20K and wash out all altcoins. Guys, have some capital set aside. Not financial advice. Have some capital set aside. There's two types of people that I want to talk to. The first type of person that is, maybe not fully devoted to the crypto space, but still wants to participate and make money in crypto. This is not financial advice. But that profile of person at this point in time, with 300 days to the next bull market, should very simply be doing two things. Or I'm going to say two things. Should be doing one thing. Should just be DCAing in on the large drawdowns. 20% drawdown on Bitcoin, 25, 30. Who cares if this turns into a 50% drawdown? Just with Bitcoin's down 20% from its local high, just start DCAing in. Just start easing in Bitcoin and ETH, and then pick your favorite altcoin if you want some altcoin exposure. Yeah, altcoins don't look good right now. They may see worse drawdowns. If Bitcoin goes down to 20K, altcoins are probably going to get absolutely crushed. Yes, Gary Gensler's going crazy on altcoins, but guess what? Gary Gensler's head is on the chopping block. There's a bill that's been introduced to basically fire Gary Gensler and restructure the SEC. Hong Kong. China is traditionally, if you've been in crypto for a long time, you know how anti-crypto Hong Kong has been in the past, or how anti-crypto China is. But even in the peak of the bull market, they banned Bitcoin mining and sent the market down 50%. Altcoins bled off way more than 50%. Now they're flipping the script 300 days outside the halving because they know Bitcoin's going to print. And guess what? Next, at the top of the next bull market, I wouldn't be surprised if they ban Bitcoin again, right? But we have all the big players are making moves. All the big players are coming into the space while there's panic, and while everyone's not paying attention to the space. Everybody's worried about Gary Gensler calling an altcoin a Solana or Cardano security. And everybody's panicking and selling their altcoins because Celsius is gonna sell off $200 million worth of altcoins. Guys, just the first type of person, if you're not fully in crypto 24/7, you don't want to fret, you're looking to play the next market cycle, just DCA in on dips. The second type of person is somebody who's looking to seriously looking in the next bull market to seriously make a lot of money, like change their life. And I'm not sitting here trying to say like make promises of like, hey, you can change your life in crypto. Yeah, you can totally change your life if you do that. There's a chance, there's a risk that if you fully devote yourself to crypto over the next 9 months, you make some stupid decisions, you get suckered in to doing some stupid things. You could lose everything. You could lose it all if you're not a good investor and you're not, you're taking unnecessary risks. But if you actually take the time to learn, and you take the time to learn how to manage risk, and you actually pay attention to the space, and you devote the next 300 days or so into the next Bitcoin halving, and then the next 100 or 200 days after that to actually learning crypto and paying attention to narratives in the space, there's a really good chance that you could completely make life-changing wealth. I've seen it happen in multiple bull markets. I've seen plenty of people 10x, 20x, 30x their net worth just because they pay attention. I've done it myself in the last bull market, and even in this bear, like literally in this period of time, I'm personally at portfolio all-time highs right now. That knock on wood, I like, I don't like saying that out loud because it just feels like I'm cursing myself, but if you just pay attention to the space, you devote your time to it and learn, that type of person should be doubling down right now, not financially, not necessarily, I'm not saying, going all in on this dip. I'm saying just doubling down in the amount of time and effort that you're spending in learning in the space. This is crunch time. This is a very, very important time to be paying attention. At the end of the day, like, I just want to drive home the fact that, look at the previous two, like, stop panicking, stop doom posting, right? We could get a 50 to 60% drawdown from where we're at right now, and in 300 to 365 days or to 400 days, Bitcoin's probably going to be higher than it is right now. I would bet a lot of money on it, and I am betting a lot of money on it. I'm betting a large portion of my net worth on the fact that I believe that the crypto market will be higher than it is now in 300 to 400 days. Okay. I think that people, last parting thought I'll leave with people is, I think if you really want to succeed in this market, you should be having over the next year or so, be having the mindset of 1 bear market dollar equals 10 bull market dollars, right? You have the idea of like every dollar you spend, every dollar that you look at, every dollar that you have right now has the potential to be 10x in the next bull market within the next year to maybe a little bit over a year. I'm not saying, I'm not trying to be one of those like, influencers that are like, oh, 10x your net worth, but like legitimately, right? We are going to see a bull market. Everybody knows it. Hong Kong knows it. China knows it. BlackRock knows it. There's a very strong chance that every dollar that you have in your pocket right now, if invested correctly with good risk management, could come out the other side a year from now and be 10x that. And those opportunities are going to present themselves in this market. Okay. So hang in there. I know everyone's panicking. Everyone's scared. I think there's, a really good chance that we actually get a strong bounce here. I think it's very likely. And if we don't, relax. It's going to be fine. DCA into the dips. Wait for opportunities to bid altcoins when they're just ridiculously underpriced. If Bitcoin goes down to 20K, you're probably going to be able to bid Solana for like $10 or lower, which in the next bull market, there's money's going to come back into Solana. Like, we've seen, I made a video about this, and I'm going on a little bit too long here. I'll end the video soon, but made an entire video showing like some of the dinosaur coins that popped off in 2016 and 2017 that were just completely irrelevant in this bull market that still almost matched their all-time highs or saw, made it to 80% of their all-time high, right? So if you're bidding Solana between $5 and $10 sometime in the next 300 days, like chances are Solana is going to 10x in the next bull market. Like if you bid Solana at $7, it's probably going to make it back up to $70, even if it's not the star of the show. If it is the star of the show and Solana's, sees huge adoption and the Solana thesis plays out for next market cycle, it'll probably be way more than a 10x from $7, right? There's a lot of opportunities. Pay attention, manage your risk appropriately. And if you're in that second cohort of people, pay attention to the space. Make sure you're following the right people and stay calm. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.